Jumper on the Line. It was this riff that really inspired me to want to try and play this kind of music, and this one is in standard tuning, and it's played out of an E minor chord. For those of you who haven't got any kind of handle on this this style at all, I recommend that you start with one of RL's open G numbers. The standard tuning stuff, I'd say, is not the place to start. It's quite a difficult place to start. For those of you who are keen, this is a crash course, so I'm going to kind of skate over it a bit, but I'm going to start with perhaps the easy part, really, which is the rhythmic technique. The rhythm comes from hitting that open E string on every single beat. And on beats 2 and 4, on every second beat, we drag the thumb through from that open E string through the remaining strings, so we get a and on the beats 2 and 4, I'm dampening behind the treble string, so my hand's chopping down behind each alternate beat, so these treble strings don't have any sustain to them. So it sounds a bit kind of naked like that, but if I put it with the riff, now the hard part, certainly the hardest part to teach, is how to get that sort of melody line, if you can call it a melody. If I can ask you to fix this melody in your mind, you may choose to modify it in future, but I'm going to use it as a device to try and help show the technique I'm using. Fix this melody in your mind. Now, as a way of teaching this technique, what I'm going to suggest is that you try and push those notes through the strumming technique, that sort of thumb strum technique, and most of the notes aren't picked out, so they're kind of incorporated in the strumming. Most of the on-beat notes actually come from the thumb striking through the strings as part of that driving rhythm behind. And the way we get the notes to ring out is by alternately damping a part of this E minor chord to give the impression of this melody coming through. So the first note of the melody as such is the E, and that's actually pinched. It is picked out. But when we want the B to sound through, which is the A string fretted as part of that E minor chord, what we do is we hold down with the tip of our finger on that A string on the 2nd fret, but we lean our finger such that the D string is dampened. So if I just pluck each of the 3 bass strings one at a time. When we want the D string to ring out as part of that little melodic riff, we lift up slightly. We're still resting on the 2nd fret of the A string, but we're leaning away from the D string such that it rings out clearly, but dampening the A string. So if I pluck each of those 3 strings individually, This time it's the B that's choked. So really the technique here is to rock this finger backwards and forwards, alternately damping the opposing note to the one we want to be able to hear. Now the really hard part is to put those elements together with that rhythmic thing. So yeah, that's a crash course. I hope that it's been of some help.